Dear students, welcome to you all. Today, through the video, I will discuss about one more property of inevitable function and solution of some questions from NCERT. The property is in the form of theorem. Let function f from a to b and function g from b to c be one onto functions. Prove that g of f defined from a to c, which is 1 onto, and inverse of g of f is equal to f inverse of g inverse. Dear students, we had already discussed that for 1 we have fx is equal to fy implies that x is equal to y for xy belongs to x, and for onto we will show that for all y belongs to y there exists x belongs to x such that fx is equal to y. So, using these two concepts we have to show that g of f from a to c is 1 onto. We start proof. Let function f from a to b 1 onto and function g from b to c be 1 onto also. First we show that g of f is 1 onto. For g of f is 1 onto, we have g of f of x1 is equal to g of f of x2, and this is implies that g of fx1 is equal to g of fx2, and we can write fx1 equal to fx2. Why? Since g is 1 already it is given, and we can write x1 is equal to x2 since f is 1 it is already given. Let another element z belongs to the set C. Then g being onto, there exists y belongs to set B such that gy equal to z. Now f being onto, there exists x belongs to A such that fx is equal to y. So, we can write z is equal to gy, and this is equal to g of fx since y is equal to fx, and this can be written g of f of x. Thus, for each z belongs to the set C, there exists x belongs to A such that g of f of x is equal to z. So, we can say that g of f is onto. Thus, g of f is 1 onto. Now, we will show that g inverse of g of f equal to f inverse of g inverse. So, we have fx is equal to y implies that f inverse y is equal to x, and gy is equal to z from above implies that g inverse z is equal to y. Now, g of f of x is equal to z. Why? Since gy is equal to g of f of x, and this is implies that g inverse of g of f of z is equal to x. Now f inverse of g inverse of z is equal to f inverse of g inverse z on the basis of composition of functions, and this can be written as f inverse y. Why? Since g inverse z is equal to y from above, and f inverse y can be written as x. Since f inverse y equal to x, this is also from above, and this can be written inverse of g of f of z. Since g of f of x is equal to z from above, hence we have inverse of g of f is equal to f inverse of g inverse. Now let us find the solution of some questions of exercise 1.3 from NCERT. Question number 8. Consider function f from r plus 2 a right half open interval 4 to infinite given by fx is equal to x square plus 4, so that f is invertible with the inverse f inverse of f given by f inverse of y is equal to square root of y minus 4, where r plus is the set of all non-negative real numbers. Dear students, I had already discussed that for invertible function we have to show that the given function f is 1 1 on 2. So for solution we have fx is equal to x square plus 4, which is given, and domain of f is equal to r plus, and this is equal to interval open interval 0 to infinite. So for injectivity, that is for 1 1, let x1 x2 be any two elements of r plus such that fx1 is equal to fx2, and we can write x1 square plus 4 is equal to x2 square plus 4, and after solving we get x1 square is equal to x2 square, and we can write x1 square minus x2 square is equal to 0, and this can be written x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 equal to 0 on the basis of the identity a square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. So we can write here x1 minus x2 equal to 0, since x1 plus x2 cannot be equal to 0. So if x1 minus x2 equal to 0, so we can write x1 is equal to x2, and we can say that f is injective function, that is 1 1 function. For surjectivity means for onto, let y belongs to a right half open interval 4 infinite, then y is equal to fx implies that y is equal to x square plus 4, and this is implies that x square is equal to y minus 4, and finally we can find the value of x is equal to plus minus square root of y minus 4 but we neglect minus square root of y minus 4, since here the set is R plus, means that is the set of positive real numbers. So we take x is equal to square root of y minus 4. So corresponding to every element y of right half open interval 4 to infinite, there exists a unique element square root of y minus 4 of R plus, such that f of square root of y minus 4 equal to, we putting this value x square plus 4. So this is equal to square of square root of minus 4 plus 4, and after solving we get y minus 4 plus 4, and this is equal to y. So we can say that f is surjective, that is onto function. Thus f is 1 1 and onto, therefore it is invertible, implies that f inverse exists. To find inverse of f, as we know that y is equal to fx, implies that y is equal to x square plus 4, implies that x is equal to square root of y minus 4, and this is implies that f inverse of y, since x is equal to f inverse of y. So this is equal to square root of y minus 4. Question 11. Consider function f from a set of elements 1, 2, 3 to a set of elements a, b, c, given by f1 is equal to a, f2 is equal to b, and f3 is equal to c. Find f inverse, and so that inverse of f inverse equal to f. Dear students, for solution it is given that f inverse from a set of elements 1, 2, 3 to a set of elements a, b, c. Since it is given that f1 is equal to a, f2 is equal to b, and f3 is equal to c, so we can write f is equal to in ordered pair form 1a, 2b, 3c. So we see that for distinct values of x in a set of elements 1, 2, 3, there are distinct values of y in a set of elements a, b, c. So we can say that f is 1 1. Also for every element y belongs to a set of elements a, b, c, there exists a unique element x belongs to a set of elements 1, 2, 3. So f is onto, and on the basis of above we can say that f is both 1 1 and onto, that is f is invertible. Again we have f inverse a is equal to 1, since f a is equal to 1, f inverse of b is equal to 2, since f2 is equal to b, and f inverse of c is equal to 3, since f3 is equal to c, and this is implied that f function f inverse from a set of elements a, b, c to a set of elements 1, 2, 3. Now for distinct values of x in a set of elements a, b, c, there are distinct values of y in a set of elements 1, 2, 3. So we can say that f inverse is 1 1. Also for every y belongs to a set of elements 1, 2, 3, there exists a unique element x belongs to a set of elements a, b, c. So we can say that F inverse is onto. Hence F inverse is also 1, 1 onto, implies that F inverse is invertible. So inverse of F inverse from a set of elements 1, 2, 3 to a set of elements a, b and c implies that inverse of F inverse is equal to F. Thank you.